How can amputees get started with swimming? If you are an amputee and have a passion for swimming, you might be wondering how to take the first steps into this exciting sport. Swimming is a fantastic way to stay active and enjoy the water, and there are specific pathways for amputees to get started. Let's break down the process into manageable steps. First, it is important to understand eligibility and classification. To participate in Paralympic swimming or other adaptive swimming programs, you must have a permanent eligible impairment, such as limb loss. This means you will go through a classification process that assesses your physical abilities. This evaluation looks at muscle strength, coordination, joint mobility, and the extent of your amputation. It also helps determine how you will start races and which swimming techniques suit you best. Next, you will need to undergo a medical and functional assessment. This classification process often includes a medical examination and functional tests. Sometimes, classifiers will observe you in the water to evaluate your swimming technique. This helps assign a sport class that groups swimmers with similar functional abilities. Trained professionals conduct this classification, and you may need to provide consent and disclose your medical history. Once classified, you can start training. It is beneficial to work with coaches who understand adaptive techniques. Training will focus on building strength, endurance, and swimming technique while accommodating your limb differences. For example, if you have an arm amputation, you might focus on leg propulsion and balance. If you have a leg amputation, you may concentrate on upper body strength and stroke efficiency. When it comes to equipment, competitive swimmers typically compete without prostheses or assistive devices. However, during training, some swimmers may use prosthetic limbs or adaptive equipment to assist with mobility outside the pool or for dryland exercises. Joining local adaptive swimming clubs or programs is a great way to connect with others. These clubs provide coaching, training facilities, and opportunities to compete in adaptive swimming events. To enter competitions, you will need to submit classification documentation and an accommodation form to ensure you receive proper support. As you gain experience and complete the classification process, you can participate in local, national, and international competitions, including the Paralympic Games. The classification system ensures that you compete against others with comparable functional abilities, making the races fair and competitive. Starting swimming as an amputee involves learning the physical skills and navigating the classification system while connecting with adaptive sports communities. This structured approach aligns with the goal of providing equitable opportunities for athletes with disabilities to compete at all levels. So, if you are ready to dive into the world of swimming, take these steps and enjoy the journey.